Not many boys liked me anyway because I don't know, I was a full tomboy myself. So yeah, like this one poor fellow, he started liking me, and then I was like, okay, cool, I like you too. A relationship happened later. Like I think I must have been 21 or 22 when I had my first serious relationship. Yeah.
And it lasted for?
It was a long one. 5+ years. Like I feel like my girlfriends especially have like this radar, like this sixth sense. Their antennas just go up. You know, not this guy. Beep, cancel. If it was up to him, he would never want me to get married. Mom sometimes now drops that little bomb कि अभी तो time हो गया, कर लेनी चाहिए, and I just give her one look. I was in fashion school, so there also it was very like, you know, look centric and how you look and what you wear, what you weigh. It was all about that in fashion school.
She's been a firebrand since the time she started off, and today when her latest music video is charting millions of views, Mahiya, which is your music video's name, I have had the fortune moment of watching it a little before, and I'm joined by Sonakshi Sinha in conversation with me on Bollywood Bubble. Thank you so much, Sonakshi.
Thank you, Nayan.
I saw your song and I was constantly like humming it. Mil Mahiya, mil.
Tumhi hamari audience.
I am telling you, I am your audience.
I have no worry now. You have liked it. I mean, that means that everybody's gonna love it.
I think it's a very catchy hook line.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
I think when I also heard it for the first time, I was hooked on to that only because it's so groovy. You just feel like moving to it automatically, and I just like took to it like that.
You know, when we were kids, like you, me, everybody, music videos were like a sensation, right?
Yeah.
Like, which was your favorite music video?
My favorite music video, I mean, there's so many, you know. There was this one with these 3 angels. I don't remember the song. Then there was this one where there's Sameera Reddy and she cuts off her hair and she gives it to the guy and the guy sells his bike. And you know, I don't remember the names of the songs, but these music videos had such an impact on you when you were kids, and they just stay in your head because they were so innovative at that point of time.
Absolutely.
And I think it was a Pankaj Das song. Oh, Rahista Kiji Baate. It was that or something. So yeah.
I've not seen that one.
But it's beautiful, and so yeah, these 2 I really particularly remember. Yeah.
What is the reason behind you saying yes to music videos? Because you don't do too many of them anyway.
Because I love to dance. I think right now, you know, with music, especially in India, we have so many outlets, whether it's movies, whether it's albums, whether it's singles, you know, and so many new artists coming up every day. Like, for example, when they made me hear this song, I loved Rashi Sood's voice and how well it suited me, I felt. And I said yes to it. So for me, like, I haven't done something like this in the longest time. I think last dance video I did was for Dabang 3, which was a View Karke. And my last video, I think, was also very, very long back. So, yeah. And in fact, Gaurav told me that, you know, you very much did the whole merging of Bollywood and like Punjabi pop with Desi Kalakar. So I was like, you know, why not do it again? And that's why I did it, because I love being a part of stuff like that.
You know, Mahiya is a very buddy romance kind of a space. So I want to know, when was your first relationship? Do you remember? Like at what age?
I think it was like one of those cutesy budding, you know, first giving looks and all of that kind of thing. It was probably in school. Like I must have been 14 or 15. Yeah.
And
and not many boys liked me anyway because I don't know, I was a full tomboy myself. So yeah, like this one poor fellow, he started liking me, and then I was like, okay, cool, I like you too.
And how did that proceed? Like what
No, school got over, and then that also was like, okay, bye.
Okay, but when was your first serious relationship? And how important, because you have a very close-knit group of friends who we only get to see when you're on a holiday with them.
Yeah.
And they're not from the industry, which is what brings a sense of normalcy, right?
Absolutely. And I think these friends really took me through my teenage years, and, you know, I had a really nice time growing up with them, and a relationship happened later. Like I think I must have been 21 or 22 when I had my first serious relationship. Yeah.
And it lasted for?
It was a long one, 5+ years.
And then when it actually was there heartbreak, how did you deal with that? Because that's another issue that people our age actually deal with today.
I mean, obviously I wasn't like ecstatic. What do you mean?
Of course, but everybody has a defense mechanism.
Yeah, of course, everybody does, and I think it's important to always learn from your relationships and kind of move on, because everybody is different. Everybody has their own personalities. You just have to find someone who's willing to tolerate you for a longer time.
But what did you learn from that relationship?
I learned that a lot of things actually. I was also very young, so you change as you grow. You change a lot as a person also. Your experiences teach you a lot. I started working so much more. I met so many new people, learned so much from them, and I think all of that changes you as a person. So as you grow, there's nothing in particular that you should do or shouldn't do. You just have to be yourself, and like I said, just find someone who'll love that about you.
You know, when you have a close group of friends, they always have an opinion on the person you are with, and it becomes very important beyond the point that both of them like come to a middle ground where both of them can be with each other. Right? Was there any point where your friends actually told you about a boy and then you didn't listen to them and eventually they went out and you thought they were correct?
Yeah, a lot of times. Like I feel like my girlfriends especially have like this radar, like this sixth sense. Their antennas just go up. You know, not this guy. Beep, cancel. So I think girls in general, like even I've had that for a lot of my friends, and eventually, like there's my best friend Vidhi, who got married like 6 years back. I was the one who told her, I was like, this is the right guy for you. You should get married to him. And now they're happily married with like one kid also. So I think girls in general have that.
And what about family's opinions?
It doesn't work for yourself, but it works for others.
That's true. But what about family's opinions? How important is it for you that your family likes the person?
Oh, very important. I think that should be of utmost importance, because your family is the people who care for you the most, and who you're living with, and wo khush to sab khush.
But I don't think Shatru sir is willing to like be in a space where you don't stay with him anymore.
No, it's not about that. I just prefer it. Like, it's so comfortable living with your parents and having that kind of shelter. I know so many friends of mine who've moved away from their homes and have been miserable, like staying alone. So I am very happy, and it's they don't stop me from anything. I'm independent. I work.
That's very important.
It's so important. So there's really no reason for me to.
But घर पे शादी की बात होती है. That's what I was coming to, because I don't think Shatrughan Sinha really wants to get you married.
If it was up to him, he would never want me to get married. Mom sometimes now drops that little bomb कि अभी तो time हो गया, कर लेनी चाहिए, and I just give her one look. And then she's like, हाँ ठीक है. But yeah, no, they're not. I'm rather they've given me that kind of independence where, until I'm not ready, they don't really like sit on my head and like want me to be like shadi kar lo beta, because they see I'm happy with my work, I'm doing well.
Absolutely.
So
I introduced you as a firebrand for a reason, because from the time I have known you, you've never tolerated bullshit from anybody.
Why should I?
And you shouldn't. Exactly. There are people our age who have, and I know a lot of them, and you must also be knowing in your circle, who go through several crises, emotional and internal crisis, where they question themselves. And you have been the voice of a lot of things. You lost weight, but you never you were fitter. You never actually propagated the idea of a certain look or a prototype, which usually happens in Bollywood, right? There are ridiculous beauty and body standards that are set. And you didn't do that. Was it a conscious move? And have you, because when you were losing weight, or even after you entered the film industry, a lot of chatter was only about your body weight, and people like completely neglected what you were doing to your and reducing it to body weight, even in reviews at times.
No, see, for me it was very simple. While growing up, I needed a role model like that, who I could look up to and be like, she's pretty cool, she's very comfortable in her own skin, and she's doing great for herself, she's doing good work. So I never had that. So I always wanted to be that for like young girls in college. I was in fashion school, so there also it was very like, look centric, and how you look, and what you wear, what you weigh. It was all about that in fashion school. So I wanted someone, if a girl in college, for example, is having a hard time, to look up at me and be like, I want to be like her.
Yeah.
She's pretty cool. She's okay with who she is. She does things on her own terms and conditions, and she loses weight when she wants to. She'll put on weight when she wants to, and she doesn't give a damn about what people are saying about it. So I just wanted to be that.
You are one of the first few celebrities who have voiced strongly against trolls. Today everybody is doing it because everybody is getting trolled also. There's a reason why people have called you Shotgun Junior for a really long time. How do you see the change today because of social media? Even you did it 5 years ago when the social media thing had just started, but it was not booming like it's today. And today everybody is bullied. It's become like a thing.
No, but you're right. It's become a serious issue, which is why even during lockdown, I did a series on educating people about online etiquette, about trolling,
you did a video also,
about the impact that it can have on youngsters. You know, there are kids that just don't go to school because they're bullied online, and the effect it has on people's mental health. So it's not a thing to be taken lightly. And right now, you're right. It's just really getting out of hand, and I feel like there should be definitely stricter rules about the kind of people that have access to you on social media. The platforms need to really have stricter laws or ways of which people are on the platform. So yeah, I mean, we have a long way to go now. It's just kind of getting out of hand.
Finally, coming to films, when we look at a film like Bhuj, it released online, and then was Dabangg 3, which was your previous release. Both had huge expectations, and maybe people had huge expectations and didn't live up to it. You have been at a space in the early years of your career where you have been called the hit brigade, right? Mm-hmm. You had reigning 100 crore films, and that time 100 crore was a big thing. From seeing that to this, is there any perception change in your own book about failure and success? How do you take it?
Not really. I mean, throughout my career, I've seen equal parts of both, and I feel I've done very well in terms of handling them both in the same way. So I'm okay. I mean, ups and downs. Never giving up. It's not like I'm sitting and crying at home if a film doesn't do well, or I'm not getting work after that if a film doesn't do well. People love me for who I am. Producers, directors I work with want to keep working with me because of the work ethic I have.
Professionalism.
So I think it's always important to keep doing. I'm going to keep doing this because this is what I love to do. Yeah. So it's important to just keep your head down, keep doing your work, and when the fruits will come, they'll come.
There is a web series which you are doing where you are the Dabangg one. You've always wanted to be that. You are playing a top cop in Fallen. It's slated to release maybe the end of this year.
Soon. Even I'm not very sure of the release date. They're just figuring that out. As soon as I know, I will tell you. But I'm really looking forward to that because it's the first time I'm playing a cop, the first time I'm doing a series, and it's a kick-ass role.
And there's Kakura as well.
Yes, Kakura as well. And I had a blast shooting that. It's my first horror comedy. I love how I'm getting to do such exciting work and different work, from each other. So it's just too much fun.
But then there's also a biggie, which is Heera Mandi, which everybody knows that you're doing, but this official announcement is yet to come.
You ask Sanjay sir, no?
But would you love to work with him?
Who wouldn't love to work with him? I mean, he's a filmmaker par excellence. His movies are phenomenal. I think he's someone who every actress has on her list of directors to work with.
But thank you so much, Sonakshi. It's always lovely to chat with you because it's always real and honest, and that's what matters. And you've set an example for women across ages across shapes, which is what sometimes they're reduced to. Not just women, men also are reduced to that.
Oh, sweet. Thank you.
And keep being the voice for all of them. And may your video, Mil Mahiya, cross 150 million in 5 days.
Thank you. Hi, this is Sonakshi Sinha and you're watching me on Bollywood Bubble. Like, share and subscribe.